Hi everybody, this is the tutorial for Love Can Grow. My name's Billy from Piano and Pies. Let's get stuck straight in. To play the song the easiest, we need a capo on the 3rd fret. If you're in need of a capo, there is a link to one in the description below, so feel free to check that out. But let's delve in with the start of the song, which is the first verse. And we have 4 chords we need to play through. The first one is G major, which is a 3 on the E string. These numbers are in reference to the capo. 2 on the A string. 0s on the D, G, B, and a 3 on the high E. If you're familiar with G that includes 3 on the B string, feel free to use it. It's just 2 different voicings of the same chord. Chord number 2 is a D major chord, which is an open D, 2 on the G, 3 on the B, 2 on the high E. We won't play the low E and A strings for this chord. Chord 3 of 4 is an A major chord, which is an open A, 2, 2, 2 on the D, G and B, and an open E. You may notice I'll be using these 3 fingers to play A major. A lot of people use those, just go with whatever fingering you feel is the best. And the final chord that we need is an E minor chord, which is an open E, 2, 2 on the A and D, and then 0 on the remaining. So, to play the first part of the song, we have those 4 chords in that order, G to D, A to E minor. And just before we talk about the strumming of the song, if you're interested in getting the chord chart, which has the full structure, as well as all the chords within that structure, and then another sheet of the chords and lyrics matched up, let's say you're singing or playing along, and you need to know which chord goes with which lyric, head on over to Patreon, I've got you covered. For the price of a coffee, you get access to not only this song, but well over 700 songs of all the latest releases, so feel free to check that out. So, the strumming, we have down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, for every chord, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to see that rhythm a lot in this song. So once you've played through those chords twice, that will be the first verse. We then get a pre-chorus where it's just the same chords 1 time round. However, we then get to the chorus where things do change. And there are 2 parts to the chorus. The first time round, we're going to sustain some of the chords. What's going to happen is we get the G major chord and we'll play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. D, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, E minor, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we do have the same chords in the same order, but they're doubly as long. G for 8, then we have the D for 8, A for 8, and E minor for 8. And we're also sustaining the chords, which just means play it once, let it ring out. So it's just how we've played it. That's the first time round. But the second time round the chorus, we then do the exact same thing, but full on strumming. Notice how all of them are 8 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So all the chords are going to be for 8 counts. First time round you sustain, second time round full on strumming. And like a lot of pop songs, we start to get a bit of repetition. Looking over to the notes, which is what's available on Patreon, we have verse number 2, which is exactly the same as the first verse. G major, D, A major, and E minor. What I'd recommend for verse 1 and verse 2 is just refrain, as in be a little bit quieter, maybe palm mute the chords as well, you can kind of hear that on the track. So you get a more muted sound. All that is where you take this part of your right hand, your strumming hand, and rest it lightly on the strings, where you get this kind of muted sound. It can not only help us play quieter, but add a bit more texture to our playing and a bit of contrast to the chorus. In fact, after that second verse, there's 1 time round to the pre-chorus, and then we get to the chorus again, which is just the same as the first chorus. Sustain the chords once, and then strum once. We then get to a bridge section, and the great thing is, it's just literally the same as the verse. G to D to A, an E minor, play around those twice, and that's the bridge. We then get another chorus, which is sustained and then strummed, and then there's a small outro, which is just the same as a verse played around twice, and then you got yourself to the end of the song. So there you go, that's everything you need to get through this song. If you found this video useful, please do like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel grow, and consider getting the extra material over on Patreon. In fact, the people floating by on the screen, those people are my active patrons. So when this video goes live, they'll get access to that content immediately. So thanks to them for their support, thanks to you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.